Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is that you're reading or watching this. Let me go ahead and pull this up, get it open here. Make sure I'm sharing. Yep. Okay, let me read this latest subtext to you. I've gotten on this because um, I've been seeing social media just blew up over Grok and all of that. And I've been trying to tell y'all that AI, we ain't at AI yet. All it is a reflection of our own selves, you know. And I'm about to explain it right here. All right, the mirror of our minds, how AI chatbots reflect our biases and what we can do about it. AI chatbots have become a staple in our digital world. These clever computer programs use artificial intelligence to mimic human conversation, answering our questions, offering insights, and sometimes even chatting casually. But here's the rub: the way we ask questions matters a lot. If we lace our questions with personal biases, the answers we get back can end up skewed, turning these tools into little more than devices that stroke our egos and reinforce our preconceptions. What are AI chatbots anyway? I mean, let's start with the basics. AI chatbots are built to understand and respond to human language. They're trained on massive collections of text. Think books, websites, articles from across the internet, and yes, even social media. The training allows them to generate responses that feel natural and informative. But because their knowledge comes from human created data, they can pick up the biases embedded in those sources. At least that's the official response. More on that in a minute. The key point is this: AI chatbots don't have opinions or beliefs of their own. They're like mirrors, reflecting back what we show them through our questions. How we word our questions can steer the AI's answers in surprising ways. When bias sneaks in, why did I do that? Why did I put a period and then capital? Well, imagine you ask an AI, why did Trump call white supremacists very fine people? Notice the assumption baked right into that question. It presumes that Trump did, in fact, call white supremacists very fine people. An AI chatbot, eager to be helpful, might respond with arguments or information that support that narrative, perhaps citing out of context quotes or interpretations that align with the assumption embedded in the question. The answer could sound convincing even if it's not entirely accurate. Now try a different question. What did Trump say about the Charlottesville rally? This version doesn't assume anything. It's neutral and open-ended. The AI is more likely to reply with a direct quote or a summary of the events, providing a more balanced view of what actually happened. Same topic, different wording, wildly different answers. Why? Because AI chatbots are programmed to satisfy your query. I should have put question, but I query, whatever. If you feed them a biased question, they often give you a biased answer. Not because they're trying to mislead you, but because they're following your lead. Let's take another example. Suppose you ask, why did Kyle Rittenhouse go to Kenosha to shoot people? Again, the question assumes intent. It assumes that Rittenhouse went to Kenosha with the purpose of shooting people. The chatbot might respond by discussing possible motivations or providing information that fits the assumption of guilt. But if you ask what happened in the Kyle Rittenhouse case, the AI is more likely to give you a more factual overview of the events, including the legal outcome without presuming intent. The ego stroking trap. Here's where it gets dicey. All right. We all know about this from, research and everything else, when the click thing. If we keep asking questions that reflect our personal biases, AI chatbots can turn into echo chambers. Ask, why is my side always right? And you'll likely get a response that makes you feel validated. Ask, why is the other side always wrong? And the AI might pile on, confirming your suspicions. Over time, this can transform the chatbot into a tool that just tells us what we want to hear, stroking our egos instead of challenging our minds and making us think. The consequences are real. This cycle can amplify misinformation, widen divides, and erode critical thinking. Instead of learning something new, we end up with a digital yes man nodding along with our every whim. Take control, ask smarter questions. Asking smarter questions is a good start. We can break this cycle by being intentional about how we talk to AI. Here are some practical tips to get better, less biased answers. Now, these right here, I asked the ChatGPT how best to get a unbiased answer from chatbot, and this is what it gave me right here. All right, it said go neutral, skip the loaded questions. Instead of why did this happen, try what happened. Ask for facts. Frame your query to prioritize data over opinion. What are the key events in this case, not why is this person guilty? Check yourself before you ask. Pause. Are you nudging the AI toward a specific conclusion? If so, reword it. Get the full picture. Ask for balance. What are the different perspectives on this issue? Can reveal more than why is my view correct? These small shifts can turn an AI chatbot from a bias amplifier into a tool for real discovery. AI developers are also tackling this issue. They're working to reduce bias by training chatbots on more diverse data sets and building algorithms to spot and correct skewed responses. But no tech fix is foolproof. At the end of the day, we're the ones holding the reins. It's up to us to use the tools wisely. The bottom line is this: AI chatbots are incredible, but they're not perfect. They answer based on what we give them, reflecting both the biases in their training data and the biases in our questions. If we're not careful, they can become devices that just stroke our egos, feeding us answers that feel good but don't hold up. The fix starts with us. We need to word our questions thoughtfully, seek facts over flattery, and keep our critical thinking sharp. That way, AI doesn't just mirror our biases, it helps us see beyond them. Okay. Let's see, that's 8 minutes. That's pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean, these AI and all this, everybody's saying we've got artificial intelligence. I mean, me just right now pushing my glasses back up the bridge of my nose. Do you know how many calculations my brain did just to do this one function? You know, and for an artificial intelligence to reach, we're nowhere near that. All we got what was it called, the Turing test, to see for artificial intelligence. It's a set of questions to find out if the computer program is aware. Well, programmers have figured out how to beat the Turing test, and when they program their AI, they first thing they do is they teach it how to beat the Turing test. And then unknowingly, they put their own personal biases into those computer programs they're writing for their AI. And then they make it seem like their AI is smart and intelligent and self-aware, whenever the only thing it's doing is stroking your ego. It's answering your questions in the way you ask them. If you ask them as factual, you will get a factual answer. If you ask them with any bias in it, depending on the level of bias, will depend on the biased answer you receive. See, the AI chatbots, they use all this information from books, libraries, online, and social media. And social media is biased as you know what. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Be wise in how you question, phrase your question, correctly. Try not to lead the chatbot in any direction. Be as neutral as you can be when you ask it a question, and you will likely get a decent, if not correct, answer. Okay. Thank you to my paid subscribers. Y'all be good, and I'm gonna get out of here and get in the recliner. That long drive today really took it out of my back. I'm just glad I only have to do it once every 3 months. Anyways, y'all have a great and blessed day. Good night.